Welcome to Lobster's list for August 4th, 2012. Number 1. Eternal Fate from Escalation Studios is an action RPG for PC and Mac. Escalation Studios has some former employees of Gearbox Software, and its past games include Samba de Amigo for Wii and the mobile game Splode. Players can customize their persistent character and engage in competitive multiplayer. For a $15 pledge, you will receive a digital copy of Eternal Fate, your access to the beta will be given priority over the public, and there are some backers-only in-game weapons. $30 adds a guarantee for beta access and an in-game shield. One thing that caught my attention is that the game's camera seems to have a tilt-shift effect happening that makes the levels look like dioramas. The items that are the power-ups are also interesting. Number 2. Shadow Remnants from Shorebound Studios is a tactics RPG for PC. Features include single-player, multiplayer against other players, and at least 13 unique classes and 2 skill trees per class. There is a DRM-free copy of the game included at the $10 tier. An editor is planned to be released to allow you to create your own maps. As I've said before in my July 7th episode, I am a fan of this genre. The foggy atmosphere looks good, but I hope the final game has much more variety than just graveyards and forests, or else its environments could get boring quick. Number 3. Expeditions Conquistador for PC is another tactics RPG that launched this week. Instead of a fantasy setting, this game involves Spanish conquistadors in the 1500s. The developers tried to make the game previously, but because of resource limitations, took what they had and made a Windows Phone 7 game called Conquistador out of it. The campaign is seeking the $70,000 to complete the PC game they wanted to make. Control an expedition where every man under your command has a name and backstory. By pledging at least $1, you gain access to an exclusive Kickstarter backers-only forum and a thank you on the website. You can pre-order at $15, which includes a backers-only in-game item. One feature I really like is that there's permanent deaths for units that die, just like the Fire Emblem series, so battles can be really tense if you haven't saved recently. The faded look of the hex system on the ground also works well on the sand. The mobile game has a 4 out of 5 star rating on windowsphone.com, so I expect this PC game to be good too. Number 4. Rush Bros is a 2D platformer about racing through levels that change according to the MP3 music file being played. It is initially looking to release on PC and Mac, with porting to other platforms possible later. There is single player and split screen multiplayer. Some of the funding is for covering the costs of adding online multiplayer. $15 has a DRM-free copy of the game and beta access. A game like this needs to build up a community around it, which is what Kickstarter is good for. Since Super Meat Boy dropped its multiplayer mode during its development, there is a niche Rush Bros could easily fill. Number 5. Behind the Diamond Curtain is a documentary project for the Minecraft convention being held this November at Disneyland Paris. The project creator has shot behind the scenes for the Guild web series and done photo shoots with YouTube celebrities such as Smosh and iJustine. He was also hired to make the official videos for the last Minecon in Las Vegas, and, while not being employed by Mojang this time, has been granted special access again. One goal for this documentary is to have more community involvement in its planning. It is seeking $18,661 with a budget breakdown in a spreadsheet file linked to from the project page. The documentary will be uploaded for the public on YouTube. At $1 and up, you will have access to backer-only updates, surveys, and help collaborate with other backers to shape the film. For $41, you can also receive a physical copy on DVD or Blu-ray with additional content, and have your name credited in the description on the video on YouTube. The accountant in me really likes seeing even a basic spreadsheet on Kickstarter projects. I also like how the project creator will not be taking a payment for himself for this project. Now on to honorable mentions. Zeldamotion is a project to adapt Akira Himekawa's Legend of Zelda manga into a fan-produced animation. After a motion comic in the form of a trailer was posted to YouTube, The creator was encouraged by fan reactions to do more. What is also impressive is that some professional voice actors that have done English dubs of anime series have auditioned to be a part of this. All backers can have their name in the credits. I am worried this could easily be squashed by Nintendo if they wanted to. Stitch is a comics project with the premise of two hired men gunning each other down after both are double-crossed, only to be resurrected by science to find themselves with superhuman abilities. There are revenge, redemption, and existential plot threads going on, which often make great stories. It is planned to be 225 pages long and is seeking a $7,000 goal. For $10, you can get a PDF download of the comic, while a softcover printing is at the $25 tier. It is nice when projects flesh out their stories a lot on the project page rather than keeping everything wrapped up as much as possible. I also get the feel of Gungrave from this, which is probably why I liked it so much, because episode 1 of the Gungrave anime left a big impression on me. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps those projects.